Previously on InfraSpace.
After our last successful terraforming effort, we've been hired again, with the added challenge of repairing a spaceship in orbit. We made landfall, and Jetty did what he does best. Went straight into overproduction. Concrete, oxygen, food, water, steel, you name it, we overproduced it. Suburbia was built, roundabouts placed, highways hooked up, and traffic piled up. Bypasses, overpasses, highway on and off ramps were built, but the traffic problems continued. I was hired to terraform the planet and repair a spaceship, not to be air traffic conductor. The spaceship is being repaired, 3/4 done, but when it's finished, do I get to keep the laser? Trains were built, stations were placed, microfactories were planned, and straight train tracks were given up upon. But at least the roads are still straight. Iridium and uranium were mined, nuclear reactors were built, and we made our way into higher education with the unlock of VR edutainment. Remember, for every like on the video, I'll invite Sassy back to do these intros, but you can always click subscribe if you want more. G'day mate, and welcome back to InfraCity with me, Jetty. In our last episode, we set up some automation, a little bit of automation. We set up these holo displays over here, which we're shipping all the way over there, to make VR edutainment. But I may have overlooked a few things. I may have caused ourselves some significant problems due to oversight. So today's episode, I need to fix some things. A lot of things. I also want to try and plan for the future. So the first thing we need to talk about is concrete. We may notice there's 4,000 concrete left. So I need to pop over to our existing concrete build. That's not concrete. That's computers. Concrete. Our existing concrete build and double it. Possibly triple it. Just boost concrete production a little bit. Also, work out a better way of getting the trucks in here. As you can see, we're producing concrete quicker than we can store concrete, which is a problem. Which means either I need to move these halfway back and let them store earlier, or some other thing. The other problem we need to sort out is production overview. I went and made the VR edutainment. Yes, VR edutainment. And that, of course, requires neural processors. So we put it near the neural processor build. There was one catch, one sort of small oversight that I may have happened when building this build is we don't make enough neural processors. And the neural processors also make home robots. And currently we have an oversupply, which is good because now I have an undersupply of neural processors, which means I'm going to make about half that much, which is just maybe enough. But then again, we have a population of 16,000 and we have 15.9 thousand jobs. So that's another problem I need to sort out as well. So today's episode is going to be a little bit of a mixed bag, a whole lot of fixing things, along with, at the same time, sorting out maybe a traffic problem or two, and planning for the future. First thing I'm going to do, just to make sure that we don't ship this stuff out, because there's no point shipping it out unless we have computers, let's cut that road off. That way these guys can hopefully get filled. Hopefully. Yeah, all those vehicles and all those resources are going to delete it. It's fine. All right. First thing is concrete. So, you guys don't really need to see me build another concrete build. We've been there. We've done that. So let me just get that done real quick. Concrete in and done. That was quick. That was easy. At least it was for you guys. We used a little bit of highways. Also brought this up to a 3-lane road. And our highways have the left and the right lane going to 2 storehouses. And then the middle lane pushing forward and being split into another 2 storehouses. This seems to have fixed the problem. Yeah, I thought you were wrong. There you go. Yeah, move to one lane or the other. This seems to have fixed the problem. We're getting concrete coming in at a reasonable rate now, so that should solve that problem. Still does not solve my overall lack of neural processors, which means that's the next big thing I need to plan for and look out for. Hence, there's some a little bit of rock destruction going on. What I'd like to do is, I'd like to rebuild the home robot factories, because at the moment we are making the electronics in one of our train builds, also making the neural processors in one of our train builds, and then the motors and the aluminium are being trucked. In the case of the aluminium from here, which still needs some laser shooting and some rearranging of mines, and the motors here beside the spaceport and they're being trucked into here, which has led to, well, this traffic problem that we know all about. And I've spent much time yelling at and even upgraded these roads. These are now 3 lanes wide all the way around. And I still have traffic problems. So, I want to move this off to a train build as well. Yeah, look. And oh no, that's the VR edutainments. Yeah, there's still a bunch of them coming in via train. They were mid-train trip. Yep. So, what I want to do is, I want to plan a new build. Now, of course, that requires copper to make the motor factories, make the motors, to make home robots. Also, it's going to require copper to make the electronics. And motors require steel, which conveniently we have right here. Also, we need to have more neural processors. And neural processors, of course, require microchips, which means I need to make a microchip factory. Also need to have nanotubes, which means I need a nanotube factory. So, I have this iron source and this copper source, and the plan is to max these out to produce as many home robots as possible. Currently, our production overview says we're making 378 on a good day. I'm hoping to take that up to about 600. I figure 600 is going to be enough to cover us till forever, hopefully. So, I've already destroyed some of this. I'm waiting for these rocks to get blown up so I can expand this out, so I can expand steel, so I can start making some motors. As you can see, oh, actually, maybe they're not targeted. Where's the targeting machine? You. Target. That one, and that one. All right, so as you can see, just give me a minute to wait for the laser to go through and destroy a whole bunch of things, and meanwhile, we've got the population under control. So I'll be back in a sec after, well, some planning's happened. So, after a fair bit of planning, I managed to, get copper hooked up to some motors, so that was the easy part. Also put in another steel build, and even put in the carbon right beside it, which is feeding, well, potentially these builds. Nothing's really district sized in here. It's all sort of free flowing, which is fine, I hope. And steel, well, steel has go away. Steel from this build goes into these 2 depots. Steel from this build goes into these 2 depots, or joins this highway, which is a dedicated highway for these steel builds to feed the motors. Now, I have a problem, and the problem is production overview, districts. The problem is copper. Copper's going to be my limiting factor. I have 225.9 copper to play with. Now, I need to, with that copper, I need to make motors, which require copper. I also need to make electronics factories that require copper. Then the electronics need to go into the microchips factory to make microchips, and then the microchips need to go in the neural processors to make neural processors, to then finally go into the home robot factory with some more electronic circuits, which cost the copper originally to make the home robots. So copper's my limiting factor. So I'm doing some maths, a lot of maths, to try and work out exactly, roughly, hopefully, what the ratios are going to be. On top of that, I have a second problem. The second problem is population. We're just about maxed out already, and I still have a lot of things I want to add. So our rough plan is going to be, let's abuse the bonuses. We're going to put in a bunch of these, just so I have one to click on. You won't tell me what your bonus speed is until you have resources coming in. All right, we can see that's 8, 8, 8, 8, and 8. So what's that? 8, 16, 32, 40%. 40% bonus to production speed. So my hope is I can get a line of these guys in with a 40% bonus to production speed. We already have the 5% efficiency bonus, so I should get around about 145% bonus, which means I'm saving half my machines. That's the plan. Now, of course, the home robot factories are going to require, they're going to require me to put in a strip of them, like so. They're going to require green circuits. So, home robots. Okay, perfect. Yeah. home robots. I'm hoping that we can then apply the same bonuses as long as I can get this down to one very skinny long row. That would be ideal. If it's 2 rows, the bonus structure is not going to quite work the same. But I'm hoping to get a bonus from making green circuits right beside it. Now, of course, green circuits are going to have to go into the microchip factories. So the microchip factories should get a 8, 16, 32% bonus from being built beside those. That's the hope, at least. And then, of course, the neural processors. Hang on. I need a larger row of these guys. Yep. I'm hoping I can. Oh, that's what? That's 6 of them. Damn. Oh shit. That's even more. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 bonuses. 8% is 56. I think. Yep. Plus another 5%, 160% bonus. So I'm hoping I can build those beside the microchips to get a bonus from the microchips. And then on top of that, I need these ones next. On top of that, be able to build the nanotubes beside the neural processors, which should get another 8, 8, 8. So we're up to what did I say? 7 originally? 1, 2, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's 80%, 88% bonus, plus the 5% we start from launching the spaceship and repairing the spaceship. So what's that? 90-something% bonus. So almost running at twice speed. That's my hope. And my hope is to be able to layer these builds like this to maximize that bonus. Because the higher bonus I get, the more efficiency I get out of the machines, the faster their production goes. At the same time, we have less total buildings, therefore less total machines. But I need to work out how much copper we've got. So, give me a minute. I'm also, well, as you can see, this is now free of rocks, but the laser's busy over... The laser's out of jobs to do. Yeah, laser's out of jobs to do. I need to find some more jobs for laser to do because I have more things that need to be blown up. But I just give me a minute whilst I do some quick maths and we'll go through the process. All right, so after some maths and some calculations, this is sort of where we're up to. Subject to change. Mention that very quickly. Subject to change. Of course, you're not going to tell me what your bonuses are till you start bringing resources in, but in theory, we should be good. We have stripped down to spending 60 copper. So of my original districts, please. I also have a people problem already, but we'll fix that eventually. Of my 255 copper, I'm going to spend 60 of it doing motors. 63, it turns out. Basically 60. And the other 180 is going to be spent on making the electronics. Yes, the green circuits. Electronics is what they're technically called, which of course we're then going to flow into the motor factory. Now, motor factory, home robot factory. Now, unfortunately, I couldn't get a double bonus, not without making the build very long. So it is what it is. But that's only as far as green circuits. I still need to plan out, don't forget the microchips, which, that's another thing I should mention. We are bringing the resources on the left-hand side from both the copper and the iron, copper and steel, rather. So steel for these factories has nowhere to go except into these. Steel from this row can go into storage, so I can still get some of that steel back in storage. As for the iron and the copper, well, we have the one iron source, plus we have the one copper source. We're just using an on-ramp right here with a dedicated lane going in. Hopefully that's enough. Which then turns into a dedicated lane here, which then splits off again as a dedicated iron lane with a dedicated copper lane to come down here. And I'm suddenly realizing that maybe this needs to be 2 lanes wide, just to get the throughput into both lanes of the electronics. But they're all minor things we can work out later. But it means that my electronics are going to go to the right, which means we're going to be feeding all the resources into the home robot factories from the right and going to the left. Hence, the motor factories have done the same. But yes, I need to plan out microchips, which is going to need the electronics we just mentioned. plus it needs sand, and feed that in the neural processor factory, which is going to require nanotubes. Let's just get the easy one done first. Let's get the microchips done. It all seems easy when you say it out loud. It all seems dead easy. Okay, so we have iron and copper still coming in at left. I have wired up the highway, give them a little bit more room to get in, and then at this end we have well, 1/4 of our electronics coming here to feed in the home robot factory, which also needs to have the motor factory plug in there, and yeah, we'll worry about lanes later. And then 2/3 of our 2/3, 3/4, some number, some high ratio, goes into the microchip factories, which also needs its own 12 sand miners to make sure we have enough sand. At the same time, I have had to cut back some of our production, like that, in half, just to sort of, you know, make sure we're okay and things keep running and we don't run out of power entirely. I don't need to make VR entertainment or holo displays either. Yeah, I'm trying to keep the numbers at 100%, hopefully, but yeah, I also need to make sure that, like, we have certain things up and running before we start going on a massive strike. And you guys don't have power. Okay, power will solve in a minute. But I still need to put together both the neural processor factory, which needs 4 people each, and then also the nanotubes, which needs 4 people each. You also need more sand, so that means it's going to need more sand miners. You need a whole carbon, sand, water ratio thing, which we've built enough nanotube factories, like the tube over here, that it's not that hard. I'm planning for the future, but we'll talk about that a little bit later. We're gonna have a population problem. I'm already up to 17.9 and I have 16.9. Yeah. I'll be back. There's just a couple more processes I need to put into place. We're done. It's all built and, well, not really running because, well, you guys are short on carbon and it's all built and it's in the process of booting up. Yes. But it does leave me a few problems. One, I'm about 2,000 employees short. 2, I haven't actually hooked up all the roads yet. So, like, I need to fine tune, like, you need to move to there, and then the game has to think about it for a little bit, and then we need to upgrade that road, which actually happened pretty quickly. This road, same story, I need to slide it back a few tiles, yeah. And then we need a raised highway to get over there. I also need to bring over the aluminium. So, and I need to double check all the lane priorities because, like, well, this is fairly easy, but I still need to bring in the neural processors and the aluminium into this junction as well. So, yeah, just give me one more second to put in the roads, but I do want to talk about districts. So final numbers is assuming 100% productivity, which we're no, it's locked to 100 currently. I have 612 computers. We're going to call it 600 for round figures. Originally, I had computers. I had about, what was it, 350 something, 360, 390, whatever it was, 390. So it's about double. Well, 30% increase. Yes. To do 600 home robots, I needed 63 motors to make all of those. Plus, I need 378 of the electronics, which used where's copper? Copper is here. Used 190 or 190 plus the other 63, which means I'm using 270 of my 255. So copper's a little bit borderline. And of my 384 electronics, we have 122 going up down to into the actual home robots, the final product. But the other 240 go into microchips, which gives me 123 microchips. 123 microchips turn into Demand, yep, 123 turns into 61, so it basically halves the amount of neural processors, and we need 61, yep. And for that, I needed 184 carbon, and I'm making 0. Oh, no, I needed 184 nanotubes, and I'm making 207. Okay, it looks like I can trim 1 or 2 machines off this. 207, 203, 200, 184. Trim. Okay, I can trim a number off. 185. All right, and that was just down to efficiency bonuses. If I look at no, incoming storage is empty. All right, let's find one. See, 100 pretty bad example. 39% efficiency, 197% efficiency. We vastly doubled and increased the machines, or decreased the amount of machines needed by going with a lot of efficiency bonuses. It does mean it's a very, very tight, compact build, but it is what it is. So give me one more second to just get the roads in and probably shorten this a little bit and slide it all over and plug, well, just cut back on the production a little bit. Because, yeah, I now need to find 2,000 people. So, my masterpiece is done. We've slid this down because, well, I'd overbuilt by a significant amount, but we now should be making nanotubes. That's a lot of traffic going into not enough roads. Can I get you to go straight ahead too? And you can also go straight ahead. That should be fine. So we have nanotubes. Now, nanotubes are going to require, and we're going to go through this together because I want to talk through this part. I need you to do sand and water and carbon goes in the first build. So that should give us our nanotubes. Now, nanotubes are going to come down to the next build. So I need to go nanotubes, go to there, because we're going to have to use districts to make sure things don't go all over the place. Like I don't have sand coming from one of these miners up around the highway and into the nanotube builds. Yes, districts go away. We have nanotubes coming in one side, and we're going to have the microchips coming in the other side. So I also need to go back into districts and say microchips go from there to there in the nanotubes. Also, I need to make sure that their sand goes into, well, their section. The electronics need to go into the microchip build. They also need to go into the home robot build. And we also need to make sure the motor build goes into the, home robots. Yes. And I need to re-upgrade that highway. Spaceship. Whilst we're here, let's do something about the spaceship. I went and built a little while ago radiation cores. We're going to get a permanent 5% boost to efficiency. We're going to do that because it requires radiation cores, and we need 150 launches. Actually, should getting sidetracked. Can I move the road to there and the whole game lag out? Perfect. And can I replace the road that with a bit of highway and double check this? So you guys should be going to the middle lane. Yeah. Because we have one electronics, one motor. No, hang on. 2 electronics coming in that side, 1 motor coming in this side, along with aluminium and neural processor. You know what? Second thought, you can have 2 lanes. And you should be able to access both lanes. Like so? No. Like so. Maybe. And that is the output from the neural processor factories, which it looks like the first one hasn't even booted up. Nope, you're still waiting on nanotubes. And nanotubes are being built and on the road. Nanotubes. No, that's water to nanotubes. 130% efficiency. Again, efficiency boost by putting them beside water and beside carbon. We maximize the efficiency bonuses. Also, these guys have an efficiency bonus for being near sand. Like I said, maximize those efficiency bonuses. So, we also have the aluminium coming from, well, the local aluminium, because why the hell not? Now, I have, all right, hang on, no, you guys. So you have 40 radiation cores ready to go. even though production's off, so there's no workers in these buildings. So they're just shipping out their existing stock, which should have come down to here, down this highway, taking a hard left turn like that, and heading into you guys. Okay, so that should get that extra 5% efficiency bonus. You don't have methane. Can I give you methane? Because it turns out you never got plumbed in. Okay, so you're just waiting on radiation cores, radiation cores, radiation cores. Now, they should request in 40 each, which means straight away they could launch potentially 40 rockets, which means, where are we? FTL engine, 40 each is 40, 80, 120 of 150. So it should get it mostly built. Mostly built. All right. Other things that I have done is... actually, other things we can do is I've put an extra row of housing. Due to lack of planning, Suburbia has a small issue. The small issue being that I didn't plan terribly well. And, well, you can cover another block, but you can't cover that block, which means, well, the park's designed to cover 2 blocks. You're only covering 2 blocks. Now, the stadiums stretch out past that. In theory, if I get the alignment right, and I didn't get the alignment right, so realistically, I might have to move everything here and move everything out another tile, which I really don't want to do. But the extra row of habitats are being upgraded slowly, which should bring in more people. We're at 17.1 out of, well, 7.6 out of 18,000 people. So we're getting closer to be able to firing everything back up to full production. I do want to turn on, what do I want to turn on? I want to crank out sand, so make sure sand works because we're using a lot of sand currently. I also want to crank VR edutainment back up and running because close. All right, because in theory these are all full of VR edutainment ready to go. The only thing that they need is a connection between that one and that one, and then we have trucks. We have trucks going to as we scroll across the map. Residential high-rise. Residential high-rise just needs a school. So, providing schools don't need any people. Oh god, the area of effect on this sucks. And it's going to demolish 2 houses to build 1 school. Okay, we're going to rip up that house and that house and put in a school. Hopefully they found housing and accommodation elsewhere. Then rip up that house and that house to put in another school. I need to do the same at this side so we can sort of mirror things. Actually, I don't need to cover the corner houses. You. Okay, cool. Put in shitty houses that need to upgrade all over again. Where were we? School. We're going to put a school in there. And then I can put a school... No. Turns out I did want it in that tile, I think. Okay, they're all green. On the... Probably should have moved one of those houses rather than destroying it. Alright, I need to place you. I need to see if this house goes green. You don't have road access. There's a road either side of you. Pick one. Oh, you only have road access on the sides? Oh. Oh, and now you don't reach these guys. Alright. Never mind. We're going to demolish that. And we're going to... Okay, so you didn't reach that house. So we're going to slide you to there. And then... you would go... Good question, JD. It's something else to fit into a housing sandwich. Okay, can I close out of that overview? Okay. If I pick you up? Can I see a road popping out of you? If I... No, it only has side access. Oh, don't touch the roads, Judy. Oh, that really sucks. Okay, can I move that house to there then, and then move a school there? Can I move that house to there, and that house to there, and put a school there? Oh boy. Alright, I want my next school to be... here. No. It'll be there. So across the road from the park. You go there, and put one there. And then the next one would be... Nope. It would be that tile. I'm ripping up so many houses to put in schools. I don't know if I want my people to be educated. Okay, rip up that one and put in a school. And then the next school would go... Yep. Here. Across the road from the park. Cool. I'm going to ignore the end of it. Alright, the next school would go in that row. Okay, I can sort of live with that row. And then right where the stadium is. We have side access. That's a highway. That has no side access. So it has to go here. So you and you have to go away and you have to go there. And then that means the next one has to go here-ish. Yeah, this is far from a repeatable pattern. I could go up a block. Should I be going up a block outright? Cancel school. I have a dead zone right there. Do I care about a dead zone right there? Alright, hang on. Let's work from this side. If I remove that house and that house, I can put a school in there. Okay. Then we could do this one and this one. Yeah. And then go away school. I could put another school here. So let's move some houses for a change. That one and that one and that one. And I guess in this corner to get coverage of the row below. Yeah, okay. Can I move you up to there and you up to there and dump one of those in there? Housing, crappy house there and there. Let's then get them rebuilding. All right, back to schooling. Not that the people deserve it. Okay, we're going to go from the left again. I'm going to remove you and you, and we'll put a school there. Then we'll put one here. I noticed from the roof, well, from above, all the houses look the same. They're all the same level. Every house is... Well, you can't see levels here. Every house is level 5 habitat. I do notice that some of them got much taller over time, but they only still hold 16 people, which is unfortunate. Can I put another one here? I also have seen that because Steam's happy to recommend you all sorts of things, even if you don't ask them to, ask it to. And it's happy to tell me there are mods available for the game, including one that doubles the amount of people that you fit in a house, and another one that halves the amount of resources that they require. Because the game is heavily geared towards an economy, where a large percentage of your population is spent just maintaining your population. Which is much how life is, honestly. A large percentage of the population goes towards maintaining the population. This is why we don't have as many billionaires as, you know... Not a larger population as a sitting back doing nothing billionaire. Yes. Sorry. I meant very important CEO. Well, they're mostly millionaires. Okay, can we put a 1 in there? Okay. I'm still looking for... No, they're level 5 still. Schooling, I guess here. Yeah, here on the corner. We just need some VR edutainment to make it here. Oh. Actually, no. What we need to do is check this. Okay, neural processors are not firing yet. That one's running. Hey, we have computers. Okay, actually, in fact, we've got a lot of them. Okay, so with that all done, I need to leave my other project. I need to put in a train station. We're going to go with a medium train station because I have a future plan we're going to talk about shortly. We're going to put you here. And then I'm going to find the laser cannon, which is, yeah, it's targeting something somewhere. Get rid of those rocks. And I want to bring highways. I want to bring my computers, my home robots into that one. All right. With that done, we're going to put in some rails. We're going to bring... which station do I want? Okay, so first off, I need to leave out of the right. So we're going to go out and 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go 4 tiles high. And can I go down to ground level and do that spin in there? Okay. We're going to go from here. And I need to get to, well, housing, the population, suburbia. Because I also want to demolish our old build. Now, as we've seen, we've had a little bit of issue with getting resources in and out of suburbia. Also, I do want to mention there's been some performance updates, and now I can happily dump down, well, the train tracks go from costing 25 to 100, so now it costs 4 times as much, but I can dump down 2,000 steel train tracks without too much hassle. I want to have a medium train station, I think, and I want to put it over here. I'm going to go with which is your exit. That's an exit. Okay, I'm hoping this works the way I want it to. So we're going to tag that into... Nope. We're going to slide you down a tile. I'm going to run that straight into there. All right, so the plan is to find my train track right there. Can I? Nope. I want that back on screen. We're going to go from you to, which is input? Input's on this side. To about there, and then just drop it into the station, loop it back around. Oh. And 2, 3, 4. Got the same height, aren't you? Yes. All right, and try my best to follow the curve, which always fails. Oh yeah, hard fail. Already. Can we go there, past the methane to food production, over to here. Okay, see, we now got lag back when it comes to placing the train tracks, at 1,000 rail. Okay, and then can I do, hopefully, oh, good job, Laser. Yep, you're doing a great job. Hopefully a straight line into there, and then into there. Okay, and you already have your loop. So I want to go from train station. I want to go home robot. Whoop. Rhombars. Yep. I don't care what train color. From that station to train station Moo to train station Zai. I'm going to put in 2 trains straight away. Now, I don't need... I far from need 2 trains already. But that should start you guys... Yeah, we see a whole bunch of purple trucks on the road. Exporting. So, with you guys exporting, what I actually want to do now is... I want to wait for the first train to arrive, obviously. But then I want to kill the old production. Because if I kill the old production... max that, max that, max that, and max that... Cool. If I kill the old production, we should equate, hopefully, and not be short on people anymore. Where we're putting in schools. Can I get a school here? Yeah, I'm going to miss out some here. I don't know if any VR edutainment has arrived yet. Because nobody really defined what edutainment is. It's educational entertainment. And, you know, when I think of edutainment, which is educational and entertainment, there's a certain web page that offered free services during COVID. Maybe you've heard of it? Yeah, that's what I think of when somebody says VR edutainment, because we all know what industry pushes the boundaries and technological advancement when it comes to the internet. Yes. All right. Can I put one here? Two and no, they're all still level 5 houses. I'm gonna have to find a truck and follow it. I can see it now. Okay, can I put one? Well, that's the new row of housing. It's all been upgraded to 5s. What are you? You're VR entertainment. Perfect. So they're just arriving now. Oh, wow. Okay, that's significantly bigger. Significantly. Water's going down. Water's going down. What's water at? Water should be fine. Worldwide. Water tanks are also fine. So it should be okay. Unless I'm somehow putting too much water through the pipes. I don't know if the pipes have a throughput limit. Nobody advised me that they did, so I'm going to assume that they don't. Can we put you here? And can I get another one? Okay, so you won't upgrade because you're not in range of the park. I should have thought about that when I was in the process of destroying different buildings. Trying to take out the crappy ones that were left over from... like these ones right here. They can't upgrade. Same with this row. This row can't upgrade. I think they're the only ones. Yeah, I got all the corners covered except for the very outside. Yeah. So I should have put a school there. Oh, well, too late. What are we doing? We're doing a school. I'm guessing I have no choice but right here. And another school... those two? Those two. Which is unfortunate because the one right beside it can't upgrade. And there. Alright, we're full of schools at least. Alright. And oh my gosh. Okay. We are going to, because this is home robot factories. Yeah. This is green circuits and all sorts of things from all over the map coming into these buildings. So if I remove that, that should remove a whole bunch of traffic, which was the whole point of today's episode, to try and cut back on a whole bunch of traffic coming here from this train station. Don't forget, this is the main train station dropping off, well, everything pretty much at this stage. Not quite everything, but it feels like it. And this should be, yep, that's a lot of trucks. Okay, you're on 2 lanes. You know what? I feel like the game's going to lag a whole bunch, and I'm going to do... that didn't work. 3 lane. Oh, no lag. Okay. Can I look at this? All right. I'm going to pause the game because I don't believe it helps the lag at all. We're going to have all 3 come in like that. And orange can go to the top lane. Yellow can go to the second lane. And hopefully that alleviates traffic flow, because this is all the new people coming in, which we have 100 of them, which 2-1 will be... sorry, 7.1, we can fit 7.3, although we have houses upgrading left, right, and center. We're probably at the stage where we're going to be okay at 7.8 jobs. Hopefully, maybe. But that's a lot of computers coming in. All right. So the other thing I wanted to do is, and I'm hoping this works, is I want to go from that tile to in a straight line, please, JD. Finish part of our spaceship FTL. Hey, permanent 5% boost for every single product line. That adds up. Okay, and we're going to run that into there. Double check our lanes. So I want you to use lane 1, lane 2, and lane 3. I want orange to go up to there and yellow go to there. Hopefully that's fine. You have 3 lanes exiting because I don't think there's many things going all the way around. Apart from food, actually. Food goes the long way around that roundabout. But hopefully not a single truck's leaving this way. Maybe they're already queued. Can I click on that train? 400. Another 400 home robots. Okay. So hopefully home robots are done. Great. That'd be perfect. Now, another thing I want to look at. It's close enough. We'll call it close enough. Production overview. I don't think I need that second train. Yeah, I think the lightning rail's so fast we don't need a second train. All right. Spaceship. Can I do thermal systems, nanotubes, and electronics? In theory, I should be able to do that quickly. But even though it says maybe not, we're short on nanotubes. That's a nanotube factory that goes in the train network that goes to here, which feeds this. This also gets microchips from here and gets its neural processors. Production overview. Neural processors are still short. You make 80 and you need 96. That's not a good start. All right, so we're still a little bit short on neural processors. I will have to find out where and when we're short on those. This is still in the process of booting up. Go away. This is still in the process of booting up, but yeah, 170% efficiency for some of these. That's like very impressive. 83%. Why 83%? Why 83%? Oh, you got 3 out of 4 people. That would explain it. You're at 145%. Oh, you're also short a person at 171%. Wow. Yeah, 198% efficiency. Damn, JD. Okay, so okay. I don't know how many people we're short and where they are. We're just short on people arriving at this stage. Can I... City just reached level 6. Well, there you go. I have twice the amount of people I need for uranium. There you go. Solve that problem. What else can I cut back on? I can cut back on that to a certain extent, and I can cut back on radiation cores entirely. Which now means I need way less uranium. Okay, everything's sitting at 100% now. No, 90%. Cut that back a bit further. Yeah, we're almost there. We're almost there. Okay. Nope. All right. So we spent today's episode, the entirety of today's episode, making home robots. Home robots, hooking them up to the city. They're doing a wonderful job. They're getting delivered at high speed via our high-speed lightning rail, and we now got level 6 houses. Yes, big ass level 6 houses, which is great. But as we can see, we're definitely having a shortage of resource problems here, there, and everywhere. Possibly also a shortage of oxygen, water, one of the two. Water, maybe. So yes, we do have the cities upgrading to the next finest level. Okay, the finest level there is with VR edutainment. Yeah, I had to put that in there twice. But there's one other thing. There's one other thing that we've had access to for a little while. We got it by repairing the spaceship. Hence, I haven't really mentioned it. That is the industrial robot factory, which happens to be the exact same requirements as a home robot factory. The difference is this makes industrial robots. And if I just temporarily... Okay, I can't find... I'm going to put you there. You're never going to work. It'll make us industrial robots. Now, every single one of these buildings has an industrial robot of 0%. If you make an industrial robot and put it into one of these buildings, well, that's a lot of green circuits. Why is nobody using the middle lane? It definitely links up. Okay. Use both lanes then. Alright. If we make an industrial robot and put it in a factory, it needs one less person. So I'm going to, between episodes, we had a copper patch, right the way back to the start, of 260-ish to play with, okay, to start ourselves off. And with 260 copper, we made 641 home robots. So, you know, what? Doubled it in a bit. Doubled it in a bit. Yeah. 150% increase, something like that. I have done the maths. I forget them now, but I did the maths. And over here, which is why there was a laser over here preparing earlier, there happens to be room for another district that has 660 copper and 700 iron. This has, what, 1,000 iron or something? 700 iron. But this is being split into concrete and all sorts of things and blah, 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 blah. This is going to be dedicated to just a separate build, just making a whole bunch of the other type of robots, which should free up people, which should give us a lazy population that doesn't have to work every day. So I'm going to get that done between episodes because it's literally everything we built today done again. Except the train part. We'll do the train part together next episode. But I need to call this episode here. As you can tell, it's been a bit of a long episode, but I wanted to squeeze this in. I wanted to get this built. I wanted to decommission the old build to free up traffic here, which seems to be running better. Maybe. A little bit. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, a little bit. We may need to look at a different distribution system. But then again, I just added the VR edutainment, which means they fly in from this corner because that's the closest corner for them to get to, and then fill out the houses. Just like we have the home robots coming in at this corner, which probably means they're going to fill these houses first. But yes, I need to call this episode here. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. I do hope you've enjoyed this little bit of a different build because, you know, we built it before. I just needed to scale things up to a incredibly high level. Anyway, that's it. Do hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the very next video. All right, bye.